After snagging an 80 million jackpot from the lottery, I bailed on the National Online Novel Contest right away. When Ava the Junior caught wind of it, she didn't hesitate to slap me. "You're bailing out? You're letting the teacher's efforts and your friends down. Don't tell me your work's got flaws you're scared the judges will spot." In my past life, Ava had submitted a piece to the national contest that was spot on with mine. I reached out to my editor, my bro Ethan, and my first love, Liam, hoping they'd vouch for me. Instead, they publicly apologized and begged the judges to give me another shot. But I was just a kid then, and the internet wasn't having it. They branded me as a shameless copier with no way to prove my innocence. I was tagged a plagiarist, got kicked out, slapped with huge breach penalties, and my mom fought to clear my name but got cyberbullied herself. I fell sick overnight, each blow pushing me deeper into despair. Not wanting to drag my family down, I jumped off the rooftop in hopelessness. But shockingly, I woke up a week before the contest. "Mia, I whipped up your fave braised ribs. How about eating before you write? You haven't had a bite all day," Ethan signaled with concern, using sign language. I nearly toppled off my chair in disbelief. Then Liam walked in with a box, looking worried. "Heard your shoulders acting up. This massager should chill you out." This scene was all too familiar. In my last life, I thought I was on top of the world. My big bro, Ethan, always had my back. And Liam, though not family, felt like one. But Rebirth turned my heart icy. In the last contest, my work mirrored Ava's exactly. The judges caught on quick. As an award-winning author, I had a solid shot at winning. But the scandal dragged me into a maelstrom of public backlash. I turned to Ethan and Liam for backup, only to have them both shut me down. Ethan even apologized without asking me, pleading with the host for a second chance because of my age. The internet blew up. In such a massive contest, accusing someone of cheating meant you had to have an editor bro covering up. The whole family's messed up. Apologies don't fix shit. Police wouldn't even care if they did. We're too young. They're already 18, right? Act like a kid at home. Don't drag us down here. Under the heat, the contest organizers denied Ethan's plea. Honestly, I entered for the $300K prize. Ethan had hurt his throat and couldn't speak. I needed the cash for his vocal cord surgery, but instead of winning, I got slapped with a hefty penalty. Meanwhile, Ava, with zero writing chops, unexpectedly took first place. Her story was praised as the year's top short story and even got a movie deal. She blew up overnight as a stunning author, while I became the hated plagiarist, expelled due to the scandal. Without a degree, I was stuck delivering takeouts to cover the fines. Customers recognized me and left bad reviews on purpose, wrecking my hard work. Mom got sick trying to help me, ending up in the hospital because of cyberbullying. To pay the bills, I hauled cement at a construction site, but got fired after a few days, losing all my wages. Then the hospital called. Mom wasn't doing great and suggested I brace myself. That was my breaking point. I lost all hope. One night, I climbed and jumped off the hospital rooftop. But once more, I woke up a week before the contest. Seeing Ethan and Liam looking after me made me conflicted. "Mia, here's some exclusive writing material. Use this and you'll ace first place." Ethan signed, placing the file before me. Liam teased from the side, "Mia, you better win first. I'm waiting for you to grab those limited edition kicks." I knew he was messing around, but I couldn't laugh. Ethan, my brother, wouldn't betray me. Liam, my first love, was tough but always had my back. So where did things go sideways? Back in elementary school, I won the kids' writing contest. In college, my novels were regularly featured in magazines. My mentor, Clara, said winning was a breeze for me. So when the scandal hit, Clara stood by me. Plus, my serialized novels had been selling well already. I didn't need to copy Ava. At that moment, Ava dropped a screenshot of our submission times. She uploaded hers an hour before mine, and a week earlier shared her ideas and outline on social media. Instantly, the internet's insults nearly drowned me. "Mia definitely copied Ava. The proof's clear," they argued, still trying to defend her. "Heard Mia had books out before. Those must have been copied too. Just went unnoticed. Her bro and first love have morals." If they'd covered for her, the creator would have been crushed. The buzz got so loud it hit trending news. The contest hosts seriously reviewed Ava's evidence. After checking, they confirmed everything was legit with no tampering. They concluded I copied Ava. I was floored. My work was crafted using Ethan's material. How was that plagiarism? But I had no proof. I couldn't get why Ava's work matched mine. Did Ethan give it to Ava too? But Ethan and Liam seemed straight. I had to dig into Ava's social media. Checking the dates, she should have shared her ideas and outline by now. With Ethan and Liam always around, I quickly outlined a novel, pretending to think on my feet. Then I faked a stomachache to hit the restroom. A flicker of annoyance crossed Liam's eyes. You're being such a hassle. Ethan already gave you all the inspo and material, and you still want to slack off. Ethan quickly gestured in sign language to ease the vibe. There's still a week before the contest, so don't stress, Mia. Plenty of time. Follow my prep tips and you'll totally win first place. But time was running out to uncover the truth. After ducking into the bathroom, I locked the door and opened Ava's social media account. I heard her dad was a big shot at a state-owned firm and her mom a university professor. Probably because she's pretty, she had tons of fans. But I barely knew her. However, Ethan's job meant he interacted with Ava's mom, so they must know each other. I once saw him and Liam chatting, saying Ava was charming and not like me, who looked like a tomboy. He even told Liam that for a wife, he should pick someone like Ava, beautiful and from a good family, to dodge 10 years of struggling. I thought he was joking, but now, looking back, he seemed serious. Still, I couldn't figure why someone like Ava, who had it all, would try to mess with me. Just then, I stumbled upon a new post she made. In it, she shared writing inspo and a novel outline. I froze at the sight. Isn't this the inspo and material Ethan just gave me? Even her novel outline matches the one I casually wrote earlier. The comment section was packed with praise from web users. This is the first time I've seen such a unique novel structure. The online lit world is finally saved. Exactly. Hurry up and write. I feel you're definitely taking first place. Having the same inspo could be a coincidence, but why is her novel outline identical to mine? Only Ethan and Liam have been in my study. Could it really be one of them? Thinking about it gave me chills, but why would they do something like this? Does family loyalty and our childhood bond mean less to them than a quick hookup with Ava? I spent an hour in the bathroom and made a bold move. In my last life, my contest piece was my specialty, a fantasy genre. Although I won first place, it wasn't exactly groundbreaking. This time, I decided to write a mystery thriller. If they accused me of plagiarism before, I'd just rewrite it. No matter the outcome, at least I could shake off the plagiarism tag. Switching my contest genre kept me tossing and turning. Early the next morning, I quietly slipped out and headed to Clara's place. Clara was my mentor and the first person to push me to write. She had high hopes for me in this contest. Seeing me, she immediately smiled and handed me a steaming meat bun. Mia, you haven't had breakfast yet, right? When she noticed something was up, she quickly asked, Something bothering you? You can spill. I forced a smile. Clara, if I don't win first place this time, will you be disappointed? Clara gently patted my head. It's cool if you don't win first. I know how talented you are. There's always next time. As long as you're happy, that's what matters. Hearing those words, I felt a surge of determination. After leaving Clara's, I got a message from Ethan. Mia, where did you vanish to? Liam brought you breakfast but couldn't find you and he's getting pissed. I replied, just out getting writing materials. I'll be back soon. I wasn't planning on using the inspo and materials Ethan gave me. I hadn't told them about changing my contest piece either. After all, they were my main suspects. I decided to hit up the school library and rethink my contest work. I stayed there till nightfall and finally finished the novel outline. Stretching out, I planned to take a break and check if Ava had any new updates. Unexpectedly, Ethan and Liam showed up. I was puzzled how they knew I was there. Soon enough, Ethan placed a steaming lunchbox on the table and gestured. Afraid you'd be too zoned in on writing to eat, so I brought you some grub. Liam handed me a thermos. Here's some chicken soup I made this afternoon to refresh you. With such sincerity on their faces, it was hard to imagine them doing anything shady to me. Had I been overthinking things? If not them, then who? With my mind in chaos, I forced a smile. You came just in time. I'm starving. I'll just wash my hands and then dig in. I grabbed my phone and headed to the bathroom. Instead of going in, I paused by the sink and checked Ava's account again. Sure enough, She had posted something new. How can people be so shameless? I shared my inspo and outline out of goodwill, yet someone grabbed it without asking. How is that different from stealing? I have no choice but to start over. The post included a pic of a girl's back studying in the library. People who knew could instantly recognize it was me. But who took the photo? In the comments, fans wondered if she'd have enough time to rewrite it. Ava replied, "I'm writing a mystery thriller this time, and I've already outlined it." My heart raced. I hadn't told anyone about switching genres. How are our themes still overlapping? She must have a spy around me. Is it Ethan or Liam? Why would they do this? What would they gain? Suddenly, someone tapped my shoulder. "Mia, what are you daydreaming about?" I jumped, realizing it was Ethan and Liam checking on me in the bathroom. Apparently, they were worried since I hadn't come back. Startled and a bit wary, I said, "Hey, why don't you two head back? I'll eat in a bit." I wasn't sure if they'd caught me scrolling through Ava's posts. Just as I finished speaking, Liam snapped back. "Mia, Ethan and I brought you food out of kindness, and this is your attitude. Don't think I don't see you've been shady with us lately? Truly ungrateful." Ethan quickly held him back, gesturing. "Liam's all bark and no bite. Don't let it get to you. We were just worried since you're out so late." I quickly responded, "The school's got cameras everywhere. It's safe. Seriously, I can stay in the dorms these days to ease your worries." Liam scoffed. "Do whatever then. I'm done catering to you." With that, he dragged Ethan out of the study room. Finally, I let out a breath. Around 10:30 p.m., I packed up and headed back to my dorm. No sooner had I walked in than I heard my roommate, Lily, talking about Ava. Leaning in to check, I realized it was Ava's latest Twitter post. It featured a pic of 3 hands holding up Coke cans in a toast. Caption, "When the sky falls, I've got my bros to carry me through." I immediately recognized those hands as Ethan's and Liam's. When did they get so tight? Just then, 2 comments popped up below the photo. "Ava will always be the princess in my heart." "Don't worry, Ava. Your bros got your back. You'll surely take first place." I blinked, thinking I saw something off, but after refreshing, the comment was gone. Looks like the plagiarism scandal does involve those two. I wasn't surprised to reach that conclusion. Thankfully, I'd been staying in the dorm recently, so even if they wanted to mess with me, they couldn't. I could finally focus on my creativity. But who would have thought that as soon as I laid down that night, I'd catch my roommate Lily sneaking a peek at my notebook. I instantly woke up and shouted angrily, "Lily, what are you doing?" Lily was startled, trembling, and ended up dropping my notebook on the ground. She snapped back, "What are you yelling about? Don't think I don't know. The one who copied my cousin Ava is you. Great, living with someone who steals ideas is bad enough. Now you're shouting, 'So rude.'" Turns out, Lily is Ava's cousin. She deliberately posted my personal info. In the comments of Ava's post, my DMs exploded with nasty insults. Some people even showed up to pour dirty water on my bed and put dead cockroaches in my water cup. Helpless, I reached out to Clara. In my past life, she did everything she could to help clear my name. Though she failed, she's the only person I trust now. When Clara heard about my situation, she immediately handed me the keys to a small apartment. She told me to focus on the contest and deal with everything else after it's over. Finally, before the contest ended, I finished my novel. Now, I just needed to submit the document. But just then, Ava's social media account updated. "My contest piece has been submitted. Thanks for all the support lately." The attached image was a screenshot of a document. Even though it was censored, I recognized the first few lines. They were identical to the novel I'd just finished writing. The post timestamp was even 10 minutes earlier than my completion time. I was devastated and smashed my laptop in frustration. Have I really been reincarnated only to fall into the same fate? Suddenly, I felt like giving up. Just then, a message popped up on my phone. The lottery ticket I bought a few days ago won 80 million. I nearly jumped up with excitement. With my family's financial struggles, I paid for college using royalties and student loans. I wouldn't have entered this contest for the $300,000 prize if not for those circumstances. Now that I have the money, I don't need to stress about the contest results anymore. An idea formed in my mind, a way to make Ava, the shameless serial plagiarist, pay up. I didn't tell anyone about winning the lottery. Instead, I reworked my contest piece and submitted it. If Ava loves copying so much, let her copy to her heart's content. As soon as the contest was over, Ava eagerly started a live stream, sharing her contest experience. The chat was buzzing with comments. Ava, you're so confident. You'll surely make it to the top 3 this time, right? Ava hadn't even said a word when Liam replied in the chat, Top 3? Ava will definitely be first. I've got full confidence in her. The chat exploded, everyone congratulating Ava, but before she could soak in her triumph, her face suddenly changed. Viewers were confused when a few cops appeared on screen, swiftly handcuffing Ava. We've received a report of illegal activities. Please come with us. Even through the screen, you could feel the authority in their voice. Ava's face turned pale, her demeanor panicked. More viewers tuned into the stream unexpectedly. The chat was lit with questions. What's going on? Isn't she supposed to be a well-off, beautiful writer? How could she end up in this mess? Yeah, Ava's so innocent she's still in college. Could there be a mistake? People thought it was an act of jealousy, trying to frame Ava on purpose. I knew why Ava was so frantic. She had a guilty conscience. After realizing I won the 80 million lottery, I immediately disguised myself to claim the prize. Seeing those numbers in my account made me chill out big time. The fear of financial insecurity vanished, and my smarts seemed to have kicked in. Since Ava loved stealing my novels, I'd fight fire with fire, make her admit to plagiarism and her dirty deeds. I entered the contest with my suspense mystery novel and intentionally let Ava get a copy, but she didn't know I had changed the final twist in the story. Anyone with half a brain could figure out the ending. The conclusion would be Ava's self-revelation. But I wasn't worried Ava would catch on. She had no brains after all. I wanted her to confess her shady acts in this national contest. I wanted Ethan and Liam to see the true face of their so-called perfect goddess. Facing arrest, Ava suddenly shouted at the live audience, I'm being framed. The real person behind this is my senior, Mia. She plagiarized my entry and pinned it on me. Her fans echoed her sentiments, and even Liam chimed in, Ava's dad is a company exec, mom's a college professor. How could she do such dirty things? This must be Mia's doing, out of jealousy. Police, you can't just believe her. I wasn't surprised Liam said that. In my past life, he did the same thing. Unexpectedly, Ethan entered the stream right then, furiously typing comments. It's a setup. Ava could never do such things. I'll stake my reputation and career on it. If you don't believe me, I'll go find Mia and confront her live. Liam backed Ethan up. I'll come with you, Ethan. Reading their comments, I found it amusing. I was staying at Clara's apartment. They didn't know where to find me for a confrontation. But then, less than 10 minutes later, someone kicked in the apartment door. Ethan rushed in, grabbing my collar and shouting, Mia, is it you? You jealous of me and Ava? So you plotted this revenge? Liam smacked me across the face. Ethan, you don't have to ask. It's definitely her. She's been sneaky since a week before the contest, probably spying on the material and outline Ava shared online. She didn't say a word, and now she's accusing Ava. So shameless. They questioned me while live streaming it all. I looked at them coldly, feeling like I was meeting them for the first time. In my past life, I foolishly thought of using the prize money to pay for Ethan's vocal cord surgery. Turns out, he can actually speak. He only pretended to be mute to trick me into this contest. I slapped him across the face and said coldly, Ethan, so you can talk? Huh, must have been tough keeping quiet for so long just to reel me in. Ethan's face twisted, unable to respond. Then I turned to Liam and asked, you say my entry plagiarized Ava's work. Got any proof? Making false accusations can land you in legal trouble. Liam lifted his chin confidently. I didn't make it up. Your entry is just a copy of Ava's work. Instead of apologizing, you're fighting and even smearing Ava. How thick-skinned can you be? I sneered. Are you sure I copied Ava? If not, you'll have to kneel and apologize. Liam scoffed. I'm sure you did. Your submitted work is the proof. It's identical to Ava's. I chuckled. Oh, really? What did I submit? And how would you know? Are you a judge in the contest? Or have you been snooping on me? Liam's face went pale. He stammered, realizing he slipped up, but stuck to his claim that I copied Ava. Seeing his stubbornness, I called the contest organizers live, in front of thousands. They confirmed that I hadn't even entered, making plagiarism impossible. Liam was stunned. No way, you definitely submitted something. Mia, what trick did you pull? I looked at him, doubting if his past kindness was real. I'd suspected that Ethan and Liam might be watching me somehow, but I didn't know for sure. So, at the last minute, I unplugged the internet while submitting. My work wasn't actually submitted, but they thought it was. This was my plan all along, to lure them in without letting them know. If I just backed out, they might come up with other ways to trap me. After the organizers exposed the truth, Ethan and Liam turned white as sheets. Then I showed how Ava had actually plagiarized my mystery novel, even revealing the twist Ava admitted to her plagiarism and other shady stuff. The reveal sent the live stream into a frenzy, the chat filled with comments. Who knew a sweet-looking writer like Ava could do such things? Isn't her mom a prof? How could a prof raise someone like that? Exactly. She copied someone else's work and then played the victim, claiming others were guilty. Her male accomplice is no better, helping against his own sister. Is that even brotherly? I'd seen gossip about this plagiarism before, this Ava girl who pretends to know so much, yet nothing she does is genuine. She even got her cousin to harass others online. Shameless. Someone like her spreading lies and invading privacy should face the law. Ethan was in disbelief. Mia, why didn't you tell me you weren't participating? Watching me run around for you? Were you enjoying it? Liam chimed in with exaggeration. Honestly, Mia, you're so wicked. I even made you chicken soup thinking you were stressed from the contest. I must have been blind. I laughed coldly. Ethan, don't try to morally blackmail me. You hid that you could speak. Not so noble of you either. Whether I enter the contest is my business. So why should I tell you? And your so-called care, bringing me food, was it for me or Ava? You know the truth. Your concern was just a front to monitor me, to benefit Ava. Caught out, Ethan was angry. Even so, falsely accusing Ava of that stuff is harsh. A girl's reputation is important. Aren't you afraid I'll sue you for slander? Ava, who was watching Ethan's live stream, was crying dramatically. Ethan, I'm being framed. It's Mia lying about me. You have to help me get justice. Then Ava begged the police. Officers, you can't just believe Mia. You need evidence. She's the one slandering me. You should arrest her. The officer frowned, speaking sternly. Young lady, watch what you say. We're here because there is evidence. We held back to spare you some dignity, but if that's not what you want, so be it. Ava's face drained of color. After reliving all of this again, I remembered how spiteful Ava was, but with dirt on her, I saw she was both mean and stupid. She wore her dirty deeds like a badge of honor. She thought society laughed at the poor, but tolerated scandalous behavior. She was shameless and didn't hide. Her admirers saw her as a true, rich beauty and questioned nothing. So, when I started investigating, it was a breeze. Once I had all the evidence, I handed it to the police. Without those pieces, there was no way they would have come. Anyone could figure that out, but Ava couldn't. She practically begged in front of thousands to get caught. She brought this on herself, and I wouldn't stop it. Seeing her secrets aired live left her pale and twitching. Unable to stand it, she begged the police to end the stream and take her away. Watching Ava get dragged off Ethan's live stream was satisfying. In my past life, she made me the scapegoat. This time, I turned the tables. As Ava's stream shut off, the drama-hungry audience flocked to Ethan's stream. Seeing me, they showered me with compliments. Aren't you the award-winning writer who's published books? So humble. Wow. Writers are really smart. They cleverly get those who slander them to reveal themselves. So clean and slick. Consider me a fan now. But Mia, is that guy who was standing up for Ava really your brother? Why would he side with another girl? Is he even your real brother? Seriously, who needs a brother like that? Not just him, but even his first love was helping Ava attack her. Just her luck to be surrounded by such losers. Ethan and Liam were super frantic when they saw Ava getting taken away, but they didn't want to lose that online traffic. When people started targeting them, they finally shut the stream with scowls on their faces. Then they shot me a dirty look and ran off to the police station to check on Ava. A bunch of people online quickly changed their minds and became fans. It reminded me of my last life when I got cyberbullied. After Ava accused me of plagiarism back then, my name blew up. But it was the bad kind of fame with online torment. This time, it's genuine fame and praise. Funny enough, I'm not even happy about it. People online are so fickle. They don't care about the real story. They just follow the crowd. This fame destroyed me last time, but helped me get revenge in this life. Their comments reminded me of something, though. Liam wants to suck up to Ava and skip a decade of hard work. But Ethan, why does he want to hurt me too? Is he not actually my brother? With that thought, I went home, swiped some of Ethan's hair before he got back, and got a DNA test. This whole situation was spiraling into a mess. But even after Ava was caught, I couldn't figure out how she stole my work. At first, I thought Ethan and Liam might have set up cameras at my place, or maybe they installed spyware on my laptop. But I moved in with Clara and got the computer checked. Nothing was wrong. I was really stressed. Conveniently, Clara's dad, Matt, is a retired cop. I told him everything. He furrowed his brows, thinking, then finally zeroed in on my glasses. Matt asked if he could take a look. I didn't hesitate and handed them over. He peered through a magnifying glass, then suddenly had an aha moment. Turns out, I was right. I was confused, not getting what he meant. He handed me the magnifying glass and told me to inspect the screws at the front of my glasses. Right in the middle of one screw, there was a tiny pinhole camera. If you didn't look closely, you wouldn't notice it. I was stunned. Suddenly, I remembered that about a month ago, when I was signing up for the contest, Ethan accidentally broke my glasses. While apologizing, he gave me a new frame. I thought the new glasses looked great and didn't get mad. Little did I know, he had tampered with them. No wonder he could always find me. Clara's dad told me this kind of camera is super advanced and rare. Anyone using it must report it to the authorities. He suspected Ethan might have been involved in something shady that could harm national interests. I got chills thinking about it. I remembered Ethan studied programming, but later became a publishing editor, interacting with top university professors. Could there be a larger scheme here? I removed the spy camera and handed it to Matt to report. Plus, with this camera, Ava's plagiarism was now backed by solid evidence. In the past, accused of plagiarism, I paid massive penalties for breaching contest rules. This time, I wouldn't let Ava off the hook. I wanted to see how she'd wiggle out when the truth came out. I also wouldn't spare Ethan and Liam, who were accomplices. I wrote a report questioning Ethan's real identity and sent it to the government. Ethan loved keeping secrets. Let's see how he feels when his secret identity is exposed, leaving him ruined. After getting that done, I moved out immediately. I went to stay in a small villa I secured earlier with lottery winnings. Having $80 million gave me the confidence to do whatever I wanted. Mainly, I wanted to avoid confronting scum like Ethan and Liam, who was a profit-driven first love. I blocked both of their contacts, then signed up for a nationwide tour package to chill. It was summer break, so school was out, and last life struggles had me tense. I needed a vacation. After adventuring for a month, I headed back to my villa with loads of souvenirs. Just as I was about to drop some off with Clara, right outside my complex, I ran into Ethan. If it wasn't for knowing him for over a decade, I almost wouldn't have recognized him. He looked way skinnier and wrecked. His beard was wild and his eyes were bloodshot. Before I could call for help, he dragged me into a van parked nearby. He gripped my shoulders, demanding, "Mia, why'd you move out? Do you realize how worried I've been?" I rolled my eyes, exasperatedly replying, "Worried you couldn't find me would be more fitting. Worried so you have no one to defend her." Ethan paused and then softened his tone. "Mia, I know I've kept things from you, and it made you mad, but I'm truly worried since I am your brother. Don't think of me like that, please." I sighed. "Okay, if you're satisfied seeing I'm fine, you can let me go now, right?" I tried to open the door, but he held me back. Seeing him hesitate, I lost my patience. "Spit it out if you got something to say." "I've got things to do. No time to waste." Ethan sighed, cautiously asking, "Mia, can you help Ava? She's the daughter of an important client of mine. Now it's all a mess. Her reputation's shattered. She almost killed herself." "Couldn't you help her for your brother's sake?" I shot back. Not amused. I barely know her. "How should I help?" Ethan's eyes lit up. Just say that the article Ava submitted was yours, and you accidentally posted it under her account, trying to play a prank. That way, Ava gets a free pass. I snorted. Ethan, you sure about this? If I do this, I'd be charged for false reporting. False reports mean jail time. Is that what you want for me? Ethan got mad too. Mia, don't think I don't know. You won an 80 million lottery. With that kind of money, can't you help Ava out? You could join this contest for your brother. So why can't you just help Ava for his sake? I stared at him, smiling. You say to do it for my brother, but are you really my biological brother? As soon as I said that, Ethan's face suddenly changed, and his eyes darted away. Mia, what nonsense are you talking about? I don't get it. When the paternity test results came out, I wasn't all that shocked. It felt like I already knew Ethan wasn't my real brother. Would a real brother put his sister in jeopardy for someone else? Once the results were in, I rushed to investigate my background. I didn't expect it to dredge up an old story. Turns out, Ava is Ethan's real sister. I'm the one who's actually the rich family's daughter. Back then, my mom and Ethan's mom were in the same hospital giving birth. Ethan's family was poor, but my mom's family was well off. Ethan, being the sister protector he is, swapped me with Ava so his sister could have a better life. That's how Ava and I switched lives. But genes are powerful things because I inherited my mom's intelligence and my dad's emotional smarts. I always did well in school. Relatives would say I didn't seem like a kid from their family. I thought it was just a joke, never imagining it was true. Seeing that I'd figured out the truth, Ethan suddenly looked menacing, reaching for a utility knife nearby. I scoffed. Ethan, are you thinking of silencing me? Is Ava, that ungrateful wolf, really worth it? Then I played the recording I secretly had someone place on Ava. That Ethan is so annoying. A mute? Did he really think calling him brother makes him my brother? Dream on. And that Liam, he's just like Ethan, a sycophant. Ethan disgusts me. Does he have creepy thoughts toward me? Can't he see his age? If it weren't for him helping me win first in the contest, why would I even bother with him? These boundarless men, they disgust me. Penniless and trying to act all-important. Do they even know their place? How dare they? Hearing the recording, Ethan shoved me aside and drove off in his van. I figured he was heading to confront Ava. The next news I got was of Ethan's death. After hearing the recording, Ethan, holding onto a sliver of hope, went to find Ava. He told her about her background, hoping to reunite, but Ava flat out refused to accept it. In a fit of emotion, Ava pushed Ethan off the rooftop. Ethan fell and luck had it, landed on Liam below. Both of them died instantly. Ava was sentenced to life in prison. The news shocked me, but I never thought of reconnecting with my biological parents. If things went wrong, let them stay that way. I just wanted to take the millions in my account and live my life peacefully. Maybe occasionally do what I love without getting tangled in the so-called family ties.